Hey, I'm Ava Bishop. I'm here doing a video to answer an essay question for A&P Lab, Chapter 38 on digestion. When you're hungry and you smell delicious food cooking, the digestive process begins because you begin to salivate. The digestive system consists of the parts of the body that work together to turn food and liquids into building blocks and fuel that the body needs. First, salivatory glands that are located under the tongue and near the lower jaw begin producing saliva. This happens through the nervous system. You will smell good food, and the flow of saliva is set in motion by a brain reflex. The brain sends impulses through the nerves that control the salivatory glands, telling them to prepare for a meal. Second, you put food in your mouth, and your teeth chomp the food, and saliva moistens it for easy swallowing. A digestive enzyme, amylase, which is found in saliva, start to break down some of the carbohydrates in the food even before it leaves your mouth. Third is the swallowing, which is accomplished by the muscle movement in the tongue and mouth, moves the food into the throat or your pharynx. Then the food travels down a muscular tube in the chest called the esophagus. Waves of muscle contractions called peristalsis force food down through the esophagus to the stomach. At the top of the stomach is a sphincter that allows food to enter the stomach and then squeezes shut to keep food or fluid from backing up into the esophagus. The stomach muscles mix the food with acids and enzymes, breaking it down even smaller. When the food is ready to leave the stomach, it has been processed into a thick liquid called chyme. Then it goes into the small intestines, where food is continuing to be broken down so the body can absorb the nutrients into the bloodstream. The small intestines have three parts: the duodenum, which is the first part, the jejunum, which is the midsection, and the ileum, which is the final section, and is covered with finger-like projections called villi that make nutrients be absorbed in the body. The liver makes bile, pancreas produces enzymes, and the gallbladder stores the bile. All three organs aid in digestion. After the small intestines, food that has not been digested in some water travels to the large intestines through a valve that prevents food from returning to the small intestines. The main function of the large intestines is to remove water from the undigested matter and form solid waste that can be excreted from the body. The large intestines is made up of three parts also. The cecum is the first part, the colon is the middle, and the last part is the rectum. And this is where feces is stored until it leaves the digestive system through the anus as a bowel movement. Thank you. That's the digestive system.